The topic that I'm going to discuss is part of the subject plane trigonometry, and it's about oblique triangles. Oblique triangles, it simply means there is no right angle. So for an oblique triangle, there are only two solutions using sine law and the cosine law. So for this presentation, I'm going to focus on the sine law. But of course, uh, together with sine law. Now, ang danger is if you are using the wrong procedure, most of the time, you will get incorrect answers. But there are some cases na maski wrong ang procedure, you will still get correct answers. And I will explain later kung paano sa ka ma-correct maski wrong ang procedure. Okay, let us have this simple triangle. Now, in a triangle, there are 6 parts, 3 sides, and 3 interior angles. So for the 3 angles, wala 90 degrees there is no right angle. Mana siyang oblique. So the formula for cosine law are the following. Although 3 nika formula, but this can be summarized into just one formula. All you have to remember is this. Kung unsang angle ang involved, opposite part niya will be at the left side of the equation. So pag angle B ang involved, either given or unknown, dapat ang left side sa equation should be side B. Diba? 3 equations pero considered as 1. Now, in a triangle, para ma-solve siya, dapat 3 parts must be given. So 3 parts, it's either 3 sides given, 2 sides and 1 angle, 1 side and 2 angles. Kana lang. Pag 3 angles ang given, dili pwede. Unless if there is an additional condition. Pero kung 3 angles alone, dili siya pwede. Okay? So for cosine law, applicable lang na siya for just 2 conditions. Or this can be used only for 2 conditions. The first condition is given 3 sides. Okay. What's the difference between cosine law and sine law? Sa cosine law, if ang opposite parts dili complete, isa lang ang given, cosine law ka. Like, if side A is given, angle A is given, anon ang side A. If side C is given, anon ang angle C. So, no opposite parts given, use cosine law. So, condition 1, 3 sides. So, although given ang 3 sides, anon pa lang opposite na angles. And the second condition is given 2 sides and an included angle. An included angle mean na it is the angle between the given 2 sides. For example, given sides A and B, the included angle is angle C. The angle between A and B. Pero kung given 2 sides and an angle na dili siya included, you can use sine law. Like given sides A and B, tas given ang angle A, pwede man ni sine law. Okay? By the way, just a review, mo niya sine law. Okay. Opposite sila. Side A, angle A, side B, angle B. Pwede ni mo interchange. Sin A over A, sin B over B, sin C over C. Depende sa unknown. So, kung side ang unknown, pwede ni siya. Pag angle ang unknown, pwede reverse. Sin A over A. Okay? Okay, let's proceed to the problem. Suppose you have this one. For the given triangle, determine the three interior angles. Now, I will share two scenarios and then let's differentiate that. Okay. For scenario one, uh, I will start with theta. So, you solve for theta using cosine law. No other solution but to use cosine law. So since theta ang involved, ang opposite side niya will be at the left side of the equation. Ayan na. 3 squared. The other two, you can interchange. Kay pasit plus raman. Pwede na may interchange. Like 6 squared plus 5 squared, okay lang. As well as for this one, pwede na may interchange. And you will get this one, 29.926 degrees. Next, kay pares naman pair man theta og 3, you can now use sine law. So for sine law, I'm going to solve for angle phi. Angle phi. So, the value is 86.177. Okay? And then, normally for students, if this is the case, na three sides given, you solve for one angle using cosine law. After that, you solve for the second angle using sine law. And for the third angle, 180 minus two angles. That's the usual procedure for students. But this time, I'm going to solve for alpha using sine law again. And then I will make 180 as my checking. So, use alpha, solve for alpha using sine law. And this is the value of alpha. Now, since we already have the value of the three interior angles, let's check angles. Let's check if the sum of the three interior angles is equal to 180 degrees. Okay. Now, if you have your calculator, you can sum up the three. You can sum up or you can add the three angles. Check if the total is 180. And you'll find out that the sum is 172.354. And this is wrong. Ba? So, you will now ask yourself, where did I go wrong? Murag kanta. Tell me, where did I go wrong? Diba? Because if you will check your solution, cosine law is correct. Sine law is very simple. Diba? Pero, why is it that it will not add up to 180? Okay. Let's proceed to the second scenario. Okay, for the second scenario, I will start with phi. Okay, so scenario number one, nag-start kong theta. I will start with phi. And again, I will use cosine law. And since this is the angle involved, opposite side niya will be at the left side of the equation. And I have 93.823. And then next, I will solve for theta using sine law. And then again, alpha using sine law. And then check again. Kulang is check if the sum of the three interior angles is equal to 180 degrees. And again, if you have your calculator, pwede na may add. And the total is 180 degrees. And so you are correct. Okay. Now, can you see the difference between the two solutions or these two scenarios? Okay, if not, then let's review. You try to familiarize the values here. Alpha, 56 point something, theta, 29 point something, phi, 93 point something. For scenario 1, 56 point something ang alpha, but phi is only 86.177. Theta is the same, 29 point something. Okay, so let's focus on phi. Why is it na in scenario 1, you only have 86 point something, while in scenario 2, you have 93.823. Why is it na dili sila equal? Okay. To some, mabothered ka nga dili sila equal. Okay, here's the reason. Pag sign law, ang answer na ihatag niya is always acute. Dili siya mohatag og obtuse. And we all know sa trigo na for two angles located sa first and second quadrant. For example, 60 degrees sa first quadrant, all angles referred sa horizontal. Okay. 60 degrees referred sa horizontal. Sa second quadrant, another 60 degrees from the horizontal. Now, the second angle, if you want to get its value, refer from the positive x-axis, its value is 120. So, if you get the sign of 60 and 120, you'll get the same answer, which is 0.866. So therefore, pag mag-solve kag angle and you use inverse function, pag mag-inverse sign ka, inverse sign of 60, that's 0.866. Inverse sign of 0.866, that's 60. Dili siya mohatag og 120. Diba? Because sa trigo, sa first second quadrant, ang y is positive. And we all know nga signs associated with y. That's my understanding. Pero pag cosine, lahi man. Cosine of 60 is 0.5. Cosine of 120 is negative 0.5. So lahi siya. Okay. Therefore, you'll be able to realize from the two scenarios that, you have to remember this because this will be your guide every time magamit ka o cosine law. That when you use cosine law, you should always start sa biggest angle. Start by solving biggest angle. It is the angle opposite the longest side. Why? Because it is the only angle that may exceed 90 degrees or obtuse. Pag dili siya obtuse, okay lang. The other two angles, somewhat na dili siya obtuse. Kaya ang biggest dili naman obtuse. Di ba? Mo lang ni ang angle na na-chance mahimong obtuse. The other, akit na to siya. Okay. So, ingay, dapat every time magamit ka cosine law, start kag biggest angle. Now, what I have said kanina sa start na even if wrong ang procedure, same as this, wrong ang procedure, kaya wala ka nag-start sa biggest angle, but still, makorek ka, na siya. You solve for theta using cosine law. Next is you solve for alpha. And you will get this one. Pag solve sa theta, as a phi, di na sine law. Kung dili ka itong normal na procedure. Nga 180 minus 2 angles and you will get 93. Correct. Gihapon. Even if wrong. Pero, kung wala ka kabalo, if you don't know na inana, then wrong lang gihapon. And worse sa wrong procedure, after solving for theta and you solve for phi. Yeah? Okay. Now, in solving for alpha, ang imong gigamit is 180 minus 2 angles na wrong na eh. So duha yung wrong. Wrong mo phi, wrong pa di mong alpha. Okay, wrong may daan. Di ba? Di ang lisod. That is why Kung di ka gusto mong hilak later, use the correct procedure. And dapat, you should start with the biggest angle. This one. And then theta. After phi, pwede alpha, pwede theta. And then the third one, pwede na 180 minus 2 angles. Safe na kaya. And for sure, check ka. Ana sa. So, this is for 3 sides given. Now, for the other condition, na 2 sides and uncoded angle, kailangan mo bahaton. Okay. 2 sides and uncoded angle. Your first step, no other choice but to solve for the third side. And since this is the angle involved, left side is the equation. You solve for the third side, A. Now, after getting the value of A, check nimo ang tolo ka values. Which of them is the longest side? Longest side, example, longest side ang C. You solve for angle C diretso using cosine law and not sine law. Solve for the biggest angle para safe ka. Okay, normally, pag-ingunan after solving for A, pares naman mag-sine law marahin ka. It should not be the case. Dapat, after solving for A, the third side, you solve for the biggest angle. Nasa? Now, note, if the given included angle is actual the biggest angle, like this one, biggest angle ang ihatag, then okay na. Pwede ka mag-sine law. Safe na ka na. It is safe to solve the other angles by sine law. Kung angle C. Pero kung this one, biggest angle giga. And then cosine law. Okay? And not sine law. And then for the third one, pwede na. Pwede na sine law or ketong summation of angles in a triangle. 180. Pwede na. Basta ang imo diha, your target is the biggest angle first. Make sure na makuha mo ang biggest angle para safe ka. Okay? So I hope na namin na-learn na. Thank you for watching.